watching Soulful Discussions.
So, hi, how are you today?
I'm amazing. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. How did you and I meet today?
We met as I was walking into 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven over there. Absolutely. So, I approached you about doing this interview for my YouTube channel, like completely random, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, what are we talking about? I gave you 3 topics that we're going to hit today.
Yes, we're going to talk about souls, reflexology.
Yep. Reflexology, yep.
That's all.
A little bit about mental health, too.
Yes,
well,
mental health. Mental
Absolutely.
health.
So, let me ask you a question. Do you see any correlation that there could possibly be with what I'm saying in terms of those topics?
Yes, I do, because I have actually done the reflexology.
Reflexology, you've done that?
Yes, I've done it, and afterwards I felt so much more at peace, and I was in my zen, and I didn't even realize that like I needed that. Like that's a part of our mental health, our physical health, and just being balanced.
And it was almost like a reset for you.
Yes,
imagine,
it was
right?
so nice.
I
It was
love
so
that.
nice.
I love that. Cool. We're gonna ask you a couple questions today.
Okay.
Like I told you, it'll be about feet, mental health, reflexology. You just feel free to answer however you like. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna have to cut out a couple questions just because we're on a little bit of a timer, so just keep that in mind.
Okay.
But anyway, first question: what's your biggest fear?
Ooh, that's crazy. I think it would be probably heights.
Okay, heights.
Yeah, heights.
All right.
Yeah.
Has that prevented you at all in your life from trying new things? Like if it has something to do with heights, you're like, not doing that.
I feel like yes, when I go to Six Flags at Drop of Doom, I'm not gonna get on. I'm not gonna
Hey
get
guys, I'm just gonna be walking around. Don't worry about me. Yeah, absolutely. So let me ask you this: is that something that you eventually want to get over?
Oh yeah, like I plan on going skydiving because it's just gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
Like it's like a little fear. It's not something that I'm gonna let control me because I don't do that.
Absolutely dope, dope. So let me ask you this: in terms of when it comes to anxiety, do you ever experience anxiety?
Yes, I used to have serious anxiety for like my entire life, and I still feel like I have a little bit, but I've learned a lot of like coping mechanisms. I've gone to various therapies. I do a lot of soul work, so now I feel like I'm in a grounded place to navigate my anxiety when that happens.
I love the fact that you just mentioned grounding, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things I learned actually when I went to a therapist was the grounding techniques that you have. Right? I have a fear of like large crowds.
Oh
like,
yeah.
When I'm in a large crowd, like I kind of feel like a little bit like off kilter. So like one of the things she taught me about was just like paying attention to the things that are around me, the sounds, the smells.
Yes.
What do I see? What do I feel? And that kind of like helps you reset. Like you're not so much focused on like what you're feeling, and you're more focused on what's actually happening, right?
Yes.
Because sometimes those fears come about because like it's our brain telling us that something possibly might happen, right? But we don't have evidence for it. But it's just like this might happen, and now you end up with, oh, like, damn, is this gonna happen? So yeah, that was definitely dope to hear about it. I appreciate you mentioning that.
Of course.
Cool. So let me ask you this, okay? In terms of when it comes to your feet, what have your thoughts been about your feet before we've had this interview today?
Well, I feel like it's important to like nourish and nurture your feet because our feet do so much for us. Like they walk, they run, they're with us every day. Like we have to be grateful for them and give them the love that they need and deserve.
In fact, do you like your feet from an aesthetic standpoint, or do you not like your feet?
I do like my feet.
You do like your feet. Okay. Follow-up question to that. Have you ever received compliments from anybody about your feet?
Yes.
Okay. Are we talking about men or women?
Mostly men. Yes, mostly men.
How did a compliment about your feet, because like those are not normal compliments, right? They're not routine compliments.
Yes.
But when somebody gave you that compliment, how did it make you feel?
I was just like, oh, people are looking at my feet.
You're like, wait a minute. What's going on?
I was like, okay.
Absolutely, but you were just kind of cool with it. You just
I was like, okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. How often do you go barefoot?
I honestly love going barefoot. I do it pretty often because it's part of the grounding. Like sometimes I'll go on a hike and I'm like, I'm gonna take my shoes off.
Take my shoes off and just enjoy
yeah, exactly. And or if I'm at the park, I'm gonna take my shoes off and be with the grass too. So I don't count, but I would say more frequently than most.
That's really dope. That's really dope. All right, cool. So let's get to the point. Can we see what your feet look like?
No, not right now, because
Oh,
I have all of these shoes tied on for the gym. And these shoes, if you know, these things take forever to put
they
on.
do take forever. So you said no for now.
Yes, for now. But maybe the next one when I have, my New Balances on.
Okay, okay, love that. Cool. Let's wrap up the interview. And in terms of my approach, I came up to you, asked you to do the interview. What were your thoughts about my approach? Did you like it? Did you think I could do something different? What was your thoughts?
No, I think you were down to earth, very sweet, and you didn't put any pressure. You just were like in the flow, which was very awesome.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I've done this. I think I'm up to like almost over 400 videos and like 360 like in just like my regular regular subscribers. So like I've done it so many times. So for me, it's like I know that if this person says no, I'll go somewhere else, and somebody else will eventually say yes. So
exactly.
I try to have that in my frame of thoughts.
Good.
Like that. In terms of the interview from start to finish, could you kind of see how I was doing everything in a line? Did it make sense? Did you know anything new? Or maybe more expanded
I think I expanded on the knowledge, and I'm grateful for that.
Sweet. All
Yeah.
right, last thing that I'll ask, something that you can share with the channel. Maybe it's something that you've learned in life, or maybe some advice somebody gave you that helped you, like maybe when you were like afraid to try something.
Afraid to try something? Well, you should just always give anything an opportunity. And if you don't end up liking it, then you know for the next time. And that, I feel like, is my advice, just to be in the flow of life.
Love that.
Dance with life.
Love that. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you stopping to do this interview with us, all right? And we hope that you have a great one.
Thank you.
Right.
Go subscribe to Soleful Discussions on YouTube.
Okay.
All right, so hi, and welcome back.
Hi.
So real quick, just want to kind of get into it. Our last interaction, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago?
Yes,
2 weeks ago. So I came to you, I think you were going to 7-Eleven, you were going to grab something before you were going to work out.
Yes.
Asked you to do an interview. We did like a quick little 10-minute interview in your car. What was your thoughts, first of all, about me approaching you and like just the randomness of how sometimes these things can happen?
I think the way that you approached was really peaceful. It wasn't anything like interrogating. It just was very like smooth. It was just in the flow. Just regular conversation.
Nice. And you were very like, I would imagine that most people would like describe you as somebody who is like you have like a bubbly type personality, I would imagine, just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
You're pretty like approachable, I would say.
Yes.
That, right? So in terms of the interaction, right, we had the interaction, we kind of talked for a bit, I think like 10 minutes. What was your thoughts like when you had a chance to go home and you like kind of like were able to like think about it?
Well, I was just really grateful, like, to have had a very beautiful interaction with a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
That's what came to my mind when I interacted with you.
Absolutely. So I think I just kind of asked you this before, but what were your thoughts about like some of the questions I was asking, like in terms of like I imagine you probably had a chance to look at my channel, my IG. Thoughts about that?
I did look at your Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I've just seen videos, like you. I feel like this is something that you really enjoy doing.
Correct.
And I mean, there was a lot of videos, so I was like, okay, he's a hard worker.
I try, man. And like I started this like I said like 3 years ago. It was right after I got furloughed from my job. And like just like literally learning about exposure therapy was a big thing for me because like I think if you would have met me like maybe 3 years ago, I probably would have never said anything. If I would have saw you, like I would have never said anything. Like I would have just went on about my business for the day.
Yes.
And I would never be sitting here doing this. But like since then, like I've kind of I think grown a little bit because of like trying some of those different things out. So yeah, it's really cool. But I mean, you yourself, you kind of talked a little bit, I think, in the last interview about how you are a person who likes to try things and you kind of go out there and try different things out often. And I think you said you've learned to be that way, or you said you were always that way. I can't remember.
I feel like I've always been adventurous. Like, I don't like to stay in the box.
Yeah.
I like to venture out because my inner child wants to go on these little adventures, So I'm down to try anything, really.
Well, we appreciate you being on the Soulful Discussions adventure with us. We definitely love that.
Yes.
So I think we talked a little bit about your feet, and I think I asked you, like, had you ever got compliments? You said yes. What was your favorite compliment that you've ever gotten about that?
About my feet?
Correct. If you can remember.
I don't really remember. I feel like they're all kind of the same, along
Kinda
the
the
same
same?
lines. Like,
Okay. Well, I mean, can you just, like, even if it's like a little bit of it that you can remember, like what somebody said?
oh goodness.
Put the pressure on.
Right. I don't know. Like, someone just like, I posted like me graduating, and my feet were like in the photo because I was
Oh.
wearing heels, and they're
Oh.
like, "Oh, you have like perfect feet." I
Oh.
was like, "Okay."
So I mean,
Like,
but
all
did that
right.
sound pretty good, or was that like a good compliment to get?
I mean, I'll receive all compliments,
Yeah.
you know, so I can't complain.
You're like, I won't turn them down. Like, if you
I'll
want to give
I'll
one.
say thank you, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I mean, yeah, I can imagine that it was a compliment you've never probably gotten before or something like that. But like, I think that, and I was talking to my friend about this yesterday, like about the normalcy of things, right? If a guy was like says he likes breasts or he likes butts or anything like that, or hey, I like the way a girl's eyes, or something like that. Nobody would ever like think that that's like something that's like kind of odd, right? But if you say like, hey, I like the way a foot looks, right? Then people are automatically like, it's like antennas go up and it's like, wait a minute, a little weird here. And it's like, it's only because it's not normal, right?
Yes, that's very true.
But I would imagine a compliment like that, because it's so different, means that person is kind of paying attention to you, right? Like they're paying attention to something specific about you. It would be like almost like if somebody complimented you about your personality and nobody ever did that before, right? If everybody just complimented you about your looks and somebody comes along and says, man, I love your personality, right? That's going to stand out as different from everything else, right?
Yes, that's true. I do agree, but I feel when people ask like for photos or like specific type of photos, then that's a different connotation.
Correct.
And then it turns into a different type of like compliments, you know?
Yeah. So you've experienced both sides?
Yes.
Okay. So you're okay with a compliment that's just a compliment, but when people start...
Yes, when people start sexualizing, I feel like that's something different.
Okay.
But when it's a compliment, I feel like that's really lighthearted and like coming out of a place of like love, you know, like it's nothing serious. But like when they sexualize it, it's a little bit different, I would say.
Okay.
But that's for everything, you know?
No, very much so. Let me ask you this. Do you compliment guys? Like if you see something about a guy that you like, will you stand out and give a compliment? Or are you somebody who like...
I mean, I feel like I will, but I'm not gonna... I don't know, they have to really stand out, you know what I mean? They have to really stand out.
So give me an example of a compliment you gave to a guy.
Jewelry, like I like people's jewelries or their shoes or their outfits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So those are things that you kind of like pay attention to, like accessories and like how a person kind of dresses.
Exactly.
Okay, that's really dope, man. That's really dope. Love hearing about that. So I had a chance to kind of like look at your IG a little bit. I can see like some of the things that you kind of do. Like you did tell me like you do raves and stuff like that. You like to go to those types of things. And then I think you also told me in the last one like you are into astrology, and I think there was something else that you told me too. I can't remember.
Yeah, I do like tarot readings. I do tarot readings, and just a lot of like spiritual mechanisms to help us ground, you know, stay grounded in these present moments, because there's a lot going on. But you know, gotta be on the frequency of love, you know, just gotta give love everywhere. That's why I love the rave community too, because
it's like
there's so much,
thing, right?
like you could just express anything and everything.
It's like a freedom type thing. Like
exactly.
You get to go and express however you're feeling in that moment, and like you're locked into that moment. That's really dope. That's really dope. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna get back into this part. Okay, so tell us what your thoughts are about your feet. Do you like them? You don't like them? I know you mentioned the grounding part. I know that's a part of it. But aesthetically,
aesthetically, I feel, yes, I do like my feet. I mean, I don't really pay attention to them like crazy. I feel like I like other things more about myself.
Absolutely.
But
you do get pedicures?
Yes, I do. I like to, you know, treat myself.
Absolutely. And I would imagine like a girl's not going to wear like open toe, you know, sandals or heels if she's not that confident in her feet, right?
That's true.
Feet don't look good. So like subconsciously maybe you don't like actually like give much thought to it, but like there is a part of you that's like My feet are good, so I'm just gonna go out. I mean, even though you don't
Yeah.
like, actively think about it, like, oh, my feet, like they're so awesome, right? But like, there's a part of you that kind of like does know, like, I'm good.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely,
Definitely.
absolutely, that's great. And then, in terms of pedicures, when you get pedicures, favorite colors?
I like white and I like French tips. I like French tips for my fingernails too. But I like pink a lot too. Pink
Okay.
and white are my favorites.
So you tend to like mix it up between those.
Yeah, I definitely switch because I can't be sticking to the same routine.
Absolutely. And is it more of a feel? Like
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
like-
this way right now.
Yes, and it goes with the seasons too. Like,
Okay.
we change, so I'm like, oh, I'm feeling this color this time, but it will change the next 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah. So, but you tend to stick to those colors. You don't ever like venture outside of that to anything
Oh,
else?
I've done
like,
red.
Okay.
I just had red like 2 times ago, so
Okay.
I mean, it just depends. I don't want to do anything too crazy that
Too
doesn't
crazy.
go with my skin tone too,
Which
cause
would probably be like a yellow. Or
no,
like
yellow is cute.
Okay, like a lime green, maybe. Like something.
Yeah,
That's
maybe a
probably
lime
too
green.
far
Maybe
off.
a lime green.
Lime green is a little bit too much for me. Absolutely.
I've done like a sage green, and that looks really nice.
Absolutely, yeah, that's definitely dope. Cool. All right, so let's get into this now. Do you mind if we see what your feet look like?
Yes,
All right, cool.
sure.
So let's take a look at your shoes.
Okay, so these are my shoes.
Yeah.
I mentioned them last time. So
did.
these are the shoes I like to go to the gym with or like walk with. And they're the New Balance 530s, I believe.
They look
530s,
nice,
they're
very comfortable,
cute.
very comfortable.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
And what size shoe do you wear?
I wear size, let's see, these ones are size 7.5.
Okay, so then it varies for you depending on like,
Yes.
what type of shoe you're wearing?
It could be like a 7 or a 7.5, sometimes 8. It just depends on the shoe.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'm gonna have you leave your socks on for right now, just for a little bit.
These are my
Alright?
socks. These
Yeah,
are
yeah, these are-
Aritzia socks.
These are my socks.
Aritzia socks.
Very good. And what, Aritzia? What is
Yeah.
that? Is that a brand?
It's a brand,
Okay.
and like the quality of their clothes are really good. So these are like 100% cotton.
Oh, there you go. So comfortable for the feet, nice and
Yes,
soft. Okay, love
nice.
that. All right, let me get you. If you can, just stretch your legs out straight.
Okay.
Like,
Oh.
kind of bring your feet together. Oh,
Oh, like this.
line it up right here.
Like-
yeah, right down the middle. Yeah, and then just put your feet out straight like this, like that, and then flex your toes up. There you go. We're gonna teach you a little bit about football, okay? While we're doing this. I don't know if it will come in handy anytime, but like during this particular shoot, we'll do that.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Cool. And then if I can, let me have you just cross one leg over the other, so like
okay.
you can go. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And then if you can cross the other way. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. And then now you can take your socks off.
Okay.
All right. So here we go.
It's getting warm out
It is
here.
getting warm out here. It is. I don't know what it's supposed to be today, but it's definitely getting warm.
It's definitely.
Okay.
I don't know.
There's a lot going on too, because we got the protests going on. You got people riding down the street and on their motorcycles, and
Yeah.
you got the loud music going, but it's
What?
all good. All right, I'm gonna have you put them down flat first, so we can just take a look at the tops, and if you can't, just like scoot just an inch closer to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a look. All right, and so I'm gonna give you some information about your feet. Maybe you've heard it before, and maybe you haven't, but your toes go in like a descending order, so big to small, right?
Yes.
You know what that's called?
No, I don't.
Egyptian toe alignment. So
Oh,
that's what you
go
have.
off.
Absolutely. If your second toe was longer, it would be called an Grecian toe. It's like a Greek toe.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
if the 3 toes are almost the same size, it's a Roman. You have
Oh.
an Asian. You have there's so
Wow,
many
this is
different ones.
deep.
Absolutely. So try to give information about that, because sometimes you can tell, like depending on the type of shoes you wear. Like our feet are all different. right?
Yes.
So sometimes we think like a more narrow shoe may fit everybody, but like might only be for you, and other people might not be able to fit it.
That's
so
very true.
very important to like kind of know these things. Cool. But yeah, your toes kind of go in descending order. We don't have anything like out of control there. We don't see any broken toes, nothing like that.
No, I've never broken any toes.
Okay.
I've never broken any bones.
Oh, me either. I love that. I gotta knock on some wood when I get a chance. But anyway, all right, cool. Let me get you to do the same thing like you did with your socks on. Just feet straight out. Yeah, there you go. And then let's see. Looks like you have us. How are you in heels? I'm gonna ask you that question first. How are you in heels? Are you okay in heels?
Yeah, I like heels.
Okay. Are they painful when you wear them though?
No, I mean probably after like hours.
Yeah.
But like, no, I like them.
You have a slight arch. Your arch is not super pronounced, but it's a slight one. So you probably have an easier time when you wear heels.
Yes.
Like you said, after a while, that's
Yeah.
when you start to feel it a little bit. Yeah, absolutely.
After I've been dancing for hours, I'm gonna feel it.
So I asked a girl. I was interviewing somebody yesterday, and she was saying the longest that she's ever danced in heels was 7 hours. And I thought that was absolutely crazy. It's like 7 hours in heels dancing. What's the longest that you've ever, not in heels, but just in general, what's the longest you ever danced?
Maybe like 10 hours.
10
yeah,
hours.
the raves go a very long time, like 2 to 4 in the morning.
That's a long time.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it is.
Cool. I'm going to have you cross if you can for me. All right. And if you can't, just give me a little movement, like kind of like just wiggle your toes and just like, how does that feel when you're doing that?
It feels good.
Okay. Yeah, most people say it feels good. It's like a relaxing type thing, right?
Yes.
You're actively doing something
You're
to
like,
like kind of
yeah.
stretch out.
Stretching out.
Sometimes our feet are in shoes all the time and we don't get a chance
Yeah.
to move them. So like kind of a little bit thing there. And then let's cross the other way, do the same thing. Okay. All right. And then what I'm going to do is give me some wiggle, just wiggle a little bit. It's like, I didn't know. I thought I could stop. Okay, cool. So let's just get into this real quick a little bit. We talked about reflexology last time. Now, normally when I do these interviews, I talk about sensitivity, like how sensitive somebody is. How sensitive do you tend to be?
Ooh, well, on my feet? You know, I'll laugh when I get my toes done.
Is it that pumice stone?
Yes, I'll laugh when they do the pumice, but you know, it's all in the mind. You can control it.
Somebody did tell me that, and I think it's also because if you know it's gonna happen, you can kind of like prepare yourself. And be like, okay, that's gonna happen, so do that. Now, what I would like to do you mind if we test out your sensitivity? And I'm using a tool to do it.
Okay.
So I'm not using any hands or anything.
Why not?
Okay.
What is this tool?
Huh?
What is this? A brush. Okay.
So I'm gonna use two different tools, but we're gonna use one first. I want you to tell me what the sensitivity is with that one, and then we'll switch to the other.
Oh, an actual brush. Okay.
She was like, I was expecting something else. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna scoot in a little closer, and then I want you to just tell me. Put your feet side by side again. Okay, cool. And then flex up if you can a little bit from me. Yeah. Now I just want you to tell me which foot you feel on the most, and which area of your foot you feel it the most.
Okay.
So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Right. So was it right at the top?
No, it was in the middle.
Middle. Okay, so like right there. Okay. Try to hold it in there if you can for like 5 seconds. Okay, here we go. Remember, it's a mind thing.
I know. I was not controlling the mind there, though. I was just, I needed to see it.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. And what are we saying there? If you give me a scale, 1 out of 10, so what was your right?
Oh, this one I was using the mind for.
You was using the mind for this one? Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the scale here?
For what?
Like when I was doing it, what was the scale? 1 out of 10. How sensitive?
Oh, sensitive?
Yeah.
Probably like a 10.
A 10.
10.
But this one, because you're using your mind, what was it?
A 7.
7. Okay. I want you to try something for me. You tell me if it's more sensitive or less. Okay. Wiggle your toes while I'm doing it. So.
Okay.
Just wiggle. More or less.
Maybe less.
Maybe less.
Maybe less.
How far did it go down? Like from a 10 to a what?
5.
To a 5. Do you know why?
Because we're using another part of our mind.
You are. And then, so I also want you to think about this though too. Like you're doing, like you're applying energy.
Yeah.
Right? And then I'm also applying energy, so they like cancel each other out. So
Oh.
that's a trick for you. They do the pumice stone. Wiggle your toes a little bit. Let's try your left. Wiggle there. Wiggle. All right. More or less.
That's true. That's even less
there
now.
It is.
Now that I know that trick, went down to a 3.
All right, let's try this other one. We'll see what this one goes to. We got an electric toothbrush for you. All right.
Okay.
Tell me. I clean this, by the way.
Okay.
I clean it every time
Okay.
we use it. Okay, so like I want you to be like, hold up, like what's going on here? All right. So just tell me like where you feel at most. No tricks or nothing, but just like how sensitive is it? Or does it feel different than the other ones?
I think the top is more sensitive than the bottom.
So here, like right here,
Yeah.
it's more sensitive. Okay. You can't just kind of flex your feet up for me a little bit. Yeah, just so I can make it easier. Is the right foot more sensitive?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it like all over or is it just at the top?
I think all over.
All over. Okay. Let me wiggle those toes again. Let's see that. See that in action. Does it work?
Yeah, it
Less?
does work.
Okay.
It's less.
Try here. Less?
Less.
There it is.
Way
there
less.
Cool. All right, we're going to have you do a couple exercises with your feet. This is just to test the dexterity, flexibility.
What is
then we're
that? What is that?
Dexterity, like how flexible your feet are. Like if they move well with like different actions you do. Okay, so
Yay.
here we go. What I want you
Okay.
to do first, bend your toes, make a fist. Just tell me if that is easy to do. Okay, kind of keep your feet straight like this. Like keep your feet like this. And then just bend your toes. Just bend your toes. There you go. Easy to do?
Yeah.
All right, no pain.
No.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. Let's give me a spread. Spread?
Okay.
Spread your toes.
Okay.
A little harder to do?
That one is harder to do.
Okay, where do you feel like it's most harder to do? Is it out on the ends? Like near your pinky toes?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely near the wait. Maybe I can. No, the pinkies are.
Yeah, they're not going.
They're not going.
I got some tricks for you that you can do at home to like help you with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Last thing I want you to
Okay.
just wiggle for 10 seconds and tell me if you feel any pain or discomfort.
No.
Is it easy?
Yes.
Does it feel relaxing?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now we're getting into it. So we're gonna move on to the second part. But
Okay.
last thing I want to ask you. So I know the first time that we kind of came out, you were like, "Am I taking these shoes off?"
I was not going to take those shoes
take
off.
these shoes off. But was it also because like you just met me and you're like, "Who is this guy? Like I don't know what you doing." Like, be honest. Be honest.
I feel, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
can't always just show off the toes.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's like this dude could be some weirdo going to see my stuff, but anyway, but like because you kind of got a chance to see my Instagram,
Yeah.
like, you kind of feel more comfortable and like
Definitely.
cool. Well, last thing I want to ask you, anything you can say? I know you said we're going through some hard times right now, as we can see as a country.
Yes.
Anything you want to say to everybody? Words of encouragement, anything like that?
Okay, as much as we are going through a lot of drastic changes, it's really important to stay grounded in your own wellness and really take care of yourself, nurture yourself, give love to yourself so we can continue to elevate and change the world together.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much. We're going to move on to the second part. All right. Want to say bye to everybody? Give a kiss goodbye or anything? All right. All right. Cool. All right. So maybe give me the little breakdown of like these shoes. Like when did you get these, and like was it something you went out and bought actively to go wear in the gym, or?
Yeah, I bought these ones for the gym.
And if you can't just like pick them up and like so we can kind of see them.
Yeah, these ones I bought for the gym. I like these shoes a lot. Definitely will get another color. They have
There
pink.
There it is.
And then these ones, I just, everyone needs a flip-flop.
There it is.
Everyone needs to go for the beach. So these are for the beach days, when you just need to slip something on.
I think a cool thing too, where we're shooting at right now, the beach is literally
Right
I'd say
there.
probably like a quarter of a mile away from us right there. So like, I don't know if you're going over there next, but maybe it's like time to go walk over here in the sand real quick.
Exactly.
Yeah. Easy peasy. Like love it. And so you told us that you work out. I mean, in the last interview, like how often is your workouts like 5 days a week or?
No,
Okay.
not anymore.
Okay.
That's too much for the body, in my opinion. But I work out about 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay.
And I do leg workouts, arm workouts, cardio. But I have a specific split.
Okay. So you kind of tend to switch it up depending on what the day is. Like some people do
Yes,
like arms a
exactly,
couple times and back
exactly.
and things like that. That's dope.
Yeah.
I was just talking to a friend or somebody who I work with, and she was talking about the fact that she does whole body workouts, and like I was like, damn, that's pretty heavy. I mean, I personally, like if I'm gonna go work out, I'm gonna do a part of the body so that way I give a chance, that body part a chance to rest before I start working on something else.
That one's like a hit workout.
That is a hit
that's what they're called. They're called hit workouts.
Yeah,
You're gonna get everything done. Like usually you could do that in the beginning of the week or in the end of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. Let's have you take the sandals off.
Okay.
And you kind of just put your feet right on top of them. That's fine. That works. Yeah, and if you can't just like kind of flex your toes up and like just give them a little movement. Is this the most attention your feet have ever had?
From the
Just
camera.
Yeah. well, it's like when I go to pedicures, like that happens all the time. Yeah, no, but I mean just in general from somebody else that you like just met or whatever like that.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. How are you dealing with it right now?
I feel
Is it
good.
because you're like in the grass, you're kind of grounding yourself?
Yeah, I'm grounded.
Okay.
But, I feel confident in myself too, so
You feel
yeah.
confident in your feet.
Yeah. And my feet and myself.
There it is. Cool. Can you put your feet out straight?
Yes.
All right. Cool. All right. All those horns in the back. Hopefully, I can get that all like taken out. They're going hard on it.
They are.
Which I respect though. I respect the fact that we got
Yes.
people who are doing it. I mean, if I get you, if like, you can cross over here, there we go. Now I want you to tell me when you get a chance, like, which way is the more natural way for you to cross? Everybody like has a way that feels the best.
Probably my left.
The left. Are you right-handed?
Yes.
There it is. That's probably why. There we go. How much modeling have you done before?
I normally just do my own.
Do you do your own?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're very photogenic, I'll tell you that. So,
Thank you.
yeah. All right, cool. So if you
Or
can,
actually, yeah, I have done a couple now that I think about it.
I figured that you had.
I just forget. Like.
Yeah. All right, if you can, now I'm going to have you take off one heel. And then we're going to kind of have some contrast going on here. And I actually forgot to ask, what was the story behind these heels? What do we got?
Oh, wait, 1 second. Let me take these. Hold on.
I got to move a little bit.
Yeah.
First. A little bit harder to do when you're like sitting up like that.
Ooh, let me. Oh, okay. Yes, I remember these ones. Okay. All right. Like this. Okay. All right. So the story behind these heels are: I was going on a trip to Nicaragua, and I needed to have some cute walkable like heels. So I found these ones with my cousin, and I've had them ever since. And that was about a year ago now.
Nice. So I mean, I'm guessing you went into a shop, buy some shoes. These just kind of spoke to you and were like, "These are gonna be nice."
Yes, I was like, these were the last ones in my size too.
Oh,
so I was
even better.
Yeah, I was like, universe is here for me. So
That's dope. That's dope. All right, cool. I'll have you take the other one off now.
okay.
Just so you guys can see, like she has to like the heels they're strappy.
Yes.
So in order to get them off, she has to switch positions.
Yes.
But yeah.
All right.
All right, cool. Let's go feet out straight again.
Straight.
Just put them side by side. Yeah, just keep them side by side.
Okay.
Try to get you there. There we go. So, are you having fun with this experience so far?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad. When I met you, I was like, man, you seem like a very cool person. Like, I was like, oh, she's really dope. Like,
Thank you.
Just like, so sometimes I can go out and do this, and like people are like the energy that they give off is like very like negative. Like, I like get away from me. Whatever. Like, I don't even get a chance to say anything. It's just like I don't have time for this. And so, like, you were just very like receptive. I think like you were just like kind of like, oh, what is it for? Like, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you having that type of energy and everything. All right, so just give me your favorite cute look, like
Okay.
that's a cute look, okay? And if you can, just give me like a little play with the shades, maybe, just kind of like
Okay.
flex them around a little bit.
Wait. Sorry, it's like a funny position.
Yeah. Just different positions. I mean, yeah. Cool. Let me get you to cross. All right, cool. Let's check your sensitivity when you're in this position.
All right. Is that like difference? Make any
It
difference?
may, because like sometimes when people elevate their legs and stuff, like sometimes it's a little bit different. Less or more? It might be a little bit less. You know why?
Why?
You got your legs crossed, right? So it kind of
blood
like it's
flow?
like can't feel it as much. It's like circulation is like a little bit cut off. Now let's try here. A little bit less.
Yeah, that one's a little.
A little bit less.
A little less.
Let's try the brush and let's see what we get there. Put them side by side. All right. 1, 2, 3. And then this is less or more? It should still be less because you got your legs elevated a little bit. Yeah.
It's definitely less.
Yeah.
Way less, actually.
Way less. There it is. There it is. Here to give tricks. All right. Cool. Yeah, just give me some flexing. This is what you thought it was going to be because I know that you probably like, maybe you were thinking about like, how's it going to be? Like, how things, but is it kind of like what you thought it would be? And is it feeling comfortable?
Yes, it feels very comfortable, safe environment.
Sweet. Sweet. I love that. I love that. All right, cool. Let's stop from here. Whoops. Actually turned it off. I was not trying to do that. So next time I come out, like I may bring my buddy Obi with me. So he does. So I'm gonna show you his Instagram. But he does like the actual like camera photography.
Okay.
I do it on my iPhones and stuff like that because I started it that way, and it just feels pretty cool to like be able to film it that way and just like, you know.
And I'm sure it's a lot easier too. Because you don't have to like carry.
The editing portion is where it becomes the hard part.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's still fun, man. I enjoy it, man. It's like, you know, being able to take something so simple and just like have these like interactions and stuff and just, you know, see where it goes. Love that. And if you could just like kind of lean your shades down a little bit so we can get that like little peek in. Yeah, right to your eyes. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Nice.
Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to see how many people are out.
Yeah, it's really dope. That's what my girlfriend was excited about. She was like, I don't know if I told you, but so her mom passed. It's coming up on 3 years. No, 2 years. It's coming up on 2 years. But her mom was always into like that type of stuff, like protesting
activism.
for like making sure we're showing support for the people who like kind of don't have a voice and kind of don't have that. And so she was like, my mom would be so proud of me, and I was like, yeah, she would be proud of you anyway.
She's there with her in spirit right now.
Exactly. Cool. I'm gonna have you cross now.
Cross.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I'm proud of her.
Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure, you know, she's probably meeting some pretty cool people and stuff like that. But just my main goal is just stay safe. Just don't do nothing crazy. And then let's cross the other way. And then I forgot. Yeah, we got to do a okay. We do have 2 more things to do. It'll be quick though.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, because I have to use the restroom.